Hey guys, so I thought I would take this opportunity to film another video, and yeah, I saw this article, and I do apologise for the lighting, it might not be the best, but we'll work with it. But yeah, I saw this article on the Mirror, and I just thought I want to make a video about this because I have started to do quite a few videos on media stuff, and I enjoy doing it, so I thought I would take this opportunity to film it. And basically, this article says that Paloma Faith is set to replace Rita Ora on The Voice after the Poison singer moves to the X Factor. So Paloma Faith is on the lineup, is the favourite, if you like, to replace Rita Ora, and I think that this is a good decision. I don't know, obviously it's all scrutiny, it always is, but I do think that Paloma Faith would be very good. It says that she is a hot favourite after impressing bosses with her guest appearance on the show in 2012. So she's already made a good impression, and I definitely think Paloma Faith is very different to Rita Ora in terms of their style. Rita Ora is a very talented musician, and I think that Paloma Faith is exceptionally talented. I think Paloma Faith is very raw. It's all about the voice of Paloma Faith. She doesn't have dancers, she's not a big performer, she's just a pure singer, whereas Rita Ora is the whole package. She's big into performances, and sometimes I think she'd be more performer, Rita Ora probably, and Paloma Faith would be more like just she's a singer. That's all she does. It's very raw music. So for a show that's all about being raw and all about just the voice, I think that she's a perfect candidate for the job. And I think that the other thing is that Rita Ora and Paloma Faith both seem to have different perspectives on what they're doing the show for and what reason they're doing the show for. I mean, some people say, like, for instance, Rita Ora has jumped ships to the X Factor, which she's been offered a paycheck and she decided to change very quickly. Whereas, so that kind of illustrates that she's not particularly maybe doing it for the love of the job. She's doing it maybe for the wrong reasons, maybe for the money, I don't know. I'm not throwing the finger out at all, but I'm just saying, I think if you're going to jump that quickly over, are you doing it for the right reasons? Paloma Faith, you can just tell she's not. I mean, she turned down apparently an X Factor job. X Factor judges get paid so much money, so she's turned down a lot of money because she doesn't feel it'd be right for her. And I think she's kind of a great person, and I've actually watched an interview with her, accidentally actually, on, I can't remember what show it was on, and she's actually very funny. She's a very out there person, she's got a great personality, and I think she would be very likeable. And I do think that she would make a very good judge in the show, and I would be excited to see her. I think she would excel on the show, and for such a show that's so emphasis on the voice, it would be perfect for her. Going back to what I said about the fact that she rejected an offer to join the X Factor, this article says, "I turned it down because I don't think I'm emotionally equipped to deal with scrutiny that level of celebrity. That's not about my music. Having people say things like, how can she tell that girl she can't sing, I couldn't deal with that." It does kind of prove, it shows that she's quite grounded, and I mean, it is one of those things where a lot of people in the celebrity world are not always very grounded, and it does prove she's very grounded, and she has said in that statement that she doesn't want that level of celebrity. She's very raw, and she's one of those artists that, like Adele, that's very raw, and it's all about the music and her love for music. And I do definitely see a huge difference between her and other artists because of that. When I was thinking before I made this video, it's so clear that they're very, obviously it's good to have a wide variety in the panel, and I think the other three judges are remaining the same. Obviously Will and Tom have been there all through the series, and Ricky's been there for a couple of series now, and I thought Danny was slightly better than Ricky actually, but Ricky does quite a good job. As for the voice itself, a lot of people seem to have a very mixed opinion about it. Some people really enjoy it, some don't. It's a very different show, to X Factor, exceptionally different. I think a lot of people watch the X Factor for entertainment of any sort, and get sort of a kick. Maybe they watch it for the bad editions. That's what they watch it for. The Voice is a completely different sort of tone. There's not really that hilarious bit of it at all because there's never really bad editions on it. If an audition's not up to standard, there's a lot of crying and upset because they're not up to it. There's not really any humiliation. It's weird. It's a different show. There's a completely different tone in it, and it is kind of more maybe targeted at the music fan and people that really appreciate music. But yeah, I do think this is maybe a good choice, and obviously time will tell if she actually is getting the job or if this is all speculation. But I do think it would be quite good for the show if she was on. If you guys have any opinions on this, or do you watch The Voice, do you not watch The Voice, do you think Paloma would make a good match, are you sad Rita's left? Please feel free to leave comments and let me know all your thoughts, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.